Ever pondered why God might not trust us with his inner voice? This is a question that has stumped many believers and non-believers alike. So, let's deep dive into it. It's an interesting concept to think about, isn't it? Much like how a teacher wouldn't trust a beginner student with a complex mathematical problem, or how a master chef wouldn't place a novice in charge of a gourmet meal without basic culinary skills. Consider this. If we find it challenging to adhere to his explicit teachings written so clearly in the Bible, can we realistically be entrusted with the intimate whispers of his divine will? This raises the question of our spiritual maturity and readiness. There is a certain level of spiritual wisdom and understanding needed to discern and respond to God's inner voice, much like the physical skills and mental discipline needed to excel in sports. Just think about it. It's like aspiring to be a pro athlete without first mastering the basics of the sport. You wouldn't expect to be thrown into the strenuous high-stakes arena of the Olympics before you've perfected your free throw in basketball, would you? That would hardly make sense and would almost certainly guarantee same holds true in our spiritual lives. We must first learn to respect and adhere to the guidelines and instructions laid out for us in the Bible. These ground rules form the building blocks of our spiritual growth and development. They not only teach us how to live our earthly lives in a way that pleases God, but they also prepare us to comprehend and respond to his divine will. To understand the subtler, more complex messages from our Creator, we need to have a firm grasp of the foundational truths. It's similar to learning any new skill or concept. You have to start with the basics and gradually build upon them. This process requires faith, commitment, and an enormous amount of patience. Remember, the journey to spiritual maturity is not a sprint, it's a marathon. The Bible serves as our training ground, a place where we learn, grow, and hone spiritual skills. It is here that we prepare ourselves for the ultimate spiritual championship, hearing and understanding God's inner voice. It's a journey that requires perseverance, discipline, and a lot of spiritual sweat. So let's lace up those spiritual sneakers and get to practicing. Remember, the Bible is our training ground, and God's inner voice, the ultimate championship. The journey might be long and challenging, but it's worth it. Keep striving, keep growing, and let's make that journey to the championship together.